Hey you guys, it's a beautiful sunny February day. I have to apologize for not making videos in a while. I just had life and other things happening. But there have been some changes around here, so I'm going to try and do a nice slow update and show you everything that's been going on. So I got the patio cleared. That rubble turned into a lot of other projects. So that bed over there, it's actually, kind of old now. It's been up and running for a month. The lettuce looks really nice. Check it out. So, seedlings are all up and going with some turnips, radish, and lettuce. Just some quick winter stuff that could finish in time. And trying to keep the chickens out. The fence is working pretty well, thanks to Raul. And I'll do more documentation on that. This is mainly about walking through. So the other places that the rubble went was to, more seating in this space, kind of opening it up and expanding the path that way. So if you look down the path, you'll see some cool logs and trunks and things, some really massive ones. That's another, video that I can get into more detail on. But essentially, it was a big tree across the street from me that got cut down. So I want to share that experience with you guys. Now what I'm seeing here, so I actually came out today to collect some signwood because the citrus is all breaking bud. I have a lot of juice oranges. I bought a juicer, so that's kind of nice. But basically spring is here in full tilt. The rabbits and chickens are still taking over. You see just a lot less mulch than what I've had in the past. A lot more pressure on things like these irises right down here. You see them? I mean, in years past they've been able to come up and flower, and this year the rabbits just kept eating them. The chickens are scratching on top of them. So it's going to be interesting to see how the ground layer in my food forest changes with all this added pressure. I probably will have, just less on the ground, and that's okay as the trees kind of, grow up and get bigger. So I was listening to that chicken. That's my first navel orange there, but just, breaking bud all over the place. The apple blossoms are finishing. There's actually already fruit set on the apple trees, so all you guys up north can be jealous. Apples around here finish by June. Well, this apple, some July, but it's a weird season here. So apologize for the glare. Let's go our normal way. We did get a few freezes. It was actually 37 degrees last night, so pretty chilly. The blueberries have been blooming gangbusters. They were really big on getting the bees out of it, so there's already fruit set from like January bloom. And then they're blooming again now. Here's Florida Prince with its fruit set. It went through, it was mid-flower. This is the earliest peach I have. And it went through like a 30-degree night freeze, like a real freeze. And it kept all the fruit set pretty much. So that looks real nice. So this path, all the logs on the edge, were all part of that tree. Here's pomegranate leafing out. You guys, spring is here. It's happening. Not much else. I mean, I think I can still get signwood off of this cashew seedless. But I'm trying to consolidate my citrus with my grafting efforts this year. It's actually going to be like combining them on, multi-grafts, so I can take out some that are poorly placed. Some beautiful new foliage on that pear and some blossoms up near the top. Don't know if you can see it. But yeah, chickens have been laying gangbusters, so they're all spread out. Hey Tori, what you up to? They've been getting out around 9, and so there are a few that hide eggs out in the garden. But yeah, lots of cleavers. I've been making some cleaver tea. Should definitely do that. Just boil it in water. Some good stuff. But it's really cool to be out of winter, really feeling out of winter. And well, this is George. Hey, is the camera gonna scare you away, or you're gonna come and beat me up like usual? So we're having some trouble with George being a little bit aggressive. He's just defending his ladies back there, but he's a little ankle biter, and he's basically, he's harmless, but he will trip you up because he'll just like keep going after your feet, and then you'll step on him. So I've been working with him. Like what you see now, it's mainly because the camera's keeping him away, but been doing like some duck training, and it's been really interesting. I might do a video on that. It was I'd have to put it on a tripod of what I'm doing to try and teach him to give me a little bit of space, if I'm working hard or something like that. But I'm sure they're enjoying this weather. And the ladies, so hey George, Abby and Sophie, so that's Abby, that's Sophie, they're like pumping out the duck eggs. It's been an egg a day for like the last 2 weeks from each of them, which is really cool and intense. So keep those girls safe. I've got some fertile duck eggs for you guys. So here's the avocado's already flowering, breaking bud, so I won't do any avocado grafting. But I got a fruit off of this guy last year, and it looks like we could maybe get some good fruit off of it this year. I have been into some of the highs, but not all of them, so I'm going to try. Today could be the day to start putting on boxes. They're already expanding over there. They're just busy as can be. Here's some more good blueberries. And here's what I'm talking about. You gonna let me walk? You gonna let me walk? No. Alright, so he's being a jerk, and that's okay. But he's cool. I get to hold him a bunch. What was I gonna show you? Okay, so lots more flowers. Still got blood oranges. Just it's fun energy with citrus breaking bud. I think that's what's pretty cool. So I'll hold the camera on myself. Let's see. He's chasing me down there. Oh my gosh. Stop it. I'm kicking him right now. Oh, you know what? Let me show you something else. The ducks do not use the pond, and I don't know why. I will grab George. Come here, George. Oh, he knows I throw him in the pond. Come here, George. Alright, let me go then. So, the thing I wanted to show you over here was that I've got some new bamboo I planted, and other things. And George, lots of loquat on the tree, so it'll be a really great year for loquat. But right over here, this is what helped me use up a lot of the rubble, and this is some really nice variegated giant bamboo, and I'm really hopeful. It was a cool time of year, but these culms, these root pieces, rhizomes, whatever you call them, they had some good buds, they had some good energy, so I'm hopeful that they will just shoot back up out of the ground. And I only put it here because it was where I had space. It's kind of like just a stock plant. So I see lots of bees getting water out of the pond, and the dewberries are blooming. So we've got just tons of buds all over the garden. There are dewberry buds that are gonna make a lot of fruit, definitely helping the bees to expand. And these chickens, they're really spread out. It's surprising me. They usually stay together, for security. Blackberry breaking bud. So here's the cabbage patch. It's growing well. It's time to eat them up and feed them to the chickens, and that was a good project. In addition, I've got my spring tomatoes going in. Oh my gosh, this is kind of cool. So I planted this 2 days ago. It's not cool, but that's freeze damage from 37 degrees last night. I mean, it might have got down 35, 34, but basically it was not ready for the cold. Hey there, Phantom. Who's in here laying eggs? Is that Iris? Hey, Iris. it's been really fun to be, you know, just watching as the new girls start figuring it out and laying eggs. And empty nests, which means that there are a lot of eggs in the garden. So there's another tomato right there. These are sun gold or Carmelo. And there's another tomato right over there. So over here at the pond, the bees are just all over the water lettuce, getting water. I found water lettuce to be their preferred, and so I definitely recommend, if you have bees or a bee yard and you need to give them a water source, you could fill up a bucket, put some floating water lettuce in it. Just the ramp, the way they're able to crawl down the leaf and be very safe and get water is pretty cool. And then I guess other things to talk about right here is this thing, whatever creature. I think it's possum or raccoon or dog or something's coming to sit right here and poop. Well, I know this poop. There's tons of rabbits that hang out here, but look at the other poop. It's kind of worrying me. Coyote maybe, I don't know. But lots of dewberry blossoms, and I'm gonna feed my koi. You see him there. So back here we've got more peach trees that are finishing up their bloom. So this is Desert Gold. So Florida Prince was the earliest, then Desert Gold, and then this is Mid Pride, which is just starting to leaf out, finishing its blossoms. So just plenty for the bees. I'm anticipating putting on some boxes. Hey McCania, where is everybody? I see some chickens back there. They do like this area with the big trees. So we made it through winter, and this is the first since like 2013 maybe we had a real mild winter, but that's Suriname cherry and cherimoya with foliage still. That's really cool. Here's a pretty bird eating her cleavers. Hey, Miss Ginger. Some more fruit set. You know, big avocado about to go off. And this is one of the trees that's getting grafted. So this was a caracara supposedly, but it's had some hard years. It's got this really tall, long main stem. So I'm going to do, you know, a cleft or a bark graft with that main energy, and hopefully get whatever's, if it is caracara or whatever's underneath, to keep growing, but get another cultivar on top. And I'll do that with a couple other cultivars as well, or a couple other trees. So the chickens are pretty secure. There's a little fishing line. I moved it out all around the garden, so now I feel a little safer with them. So this is another, you know, good feedback on cold tolerance. This is the extent of the damage on the star fruit. So you see the fruit got a little damaged and a little bit of leaf damage, but it looks really good for how cold it got, and this one's ready to eat. But we got down to 30 like 3 times this winter. I'm opening up bags left and right, just really ready to embrace that spring is here and roll with it. Hey Izzy. So there's still some citrus down there. I need to trim back the Malabar. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, Nellie. Nellie's been one that actually goes submissive. She almost, you know, squatted down for me, and I got a big scary camera. All right, so right here, I've got this Arizona avocado that made it through winter. You know, it's looking a little sad after last night, but because it's such a big tree and permanent, it's got the stone on the other side. I'm bringing this here to make this into stone, so, you know, as the logs rot out, it'll still be okay. And that's it. More sweet oranges down there. More blossoms on blueberries and bees flying. Hey Nellie. Oh, actually there was something I wanted to show you. Well, there's some really big, so I didn't even mean to, because this was a young tree, but I accidentally missed 2 fruits. So I got some oversized cocktail grapefruit. It's like a pomelo mandarin hybrid, and you can see it broke bud really early because of this water tank. So the other thing I wanted to show you was that because of the mild winter, I have fruit set on this white sapote. It's a grafted redland, and well, shoot. Okay, there was some there. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Okay, and it's already looked damaged. Never mind, I won't get anything unless there's another cluster or two hiding out. I only saw like 3 or 4 little flower clusters, but a bug came and chewed it since a few days ago. And there might be something, but it's going to be stronger. It had that really, I mean, look at this damage that it had to grow back from that really hard freeze 2 years ago. So someday I'll get to try a white sapote from my own tree. And that's pretty cool. We'll probably get guava this year from that guy, because any year that the guavas stay up, they can make fruit. But he froze to the ground last 2 years. All right, you guys, we're back to the start. So I got my star fruit to enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm gonna add some links as I make the other videos to kind of do more detail about this massive tree that I got, and about the annual vegetable gardening, because that's actually something somebody asked me about recently, was just to get a little more educational, and about that kind of stuff is good too. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.